So I've been lucky enough, obviously, to watch my favorite football team win a Super Bowl championship. Now, not in addition to that, I have also seen my favorite hockey team win a Stanley Cup.
Yeah.
Now I might be able to see my favorite basketball team also win. I'm excited, man. I like to see all just one right after the other. That would be amazing. Yes. So number 15, Jokic, man, like that dude. So I mean, obviously you guys hate when I do this, but making comparisons between Mahomes and
dude, it makes no sense. Can
we stop talking about football? Fuck.
Make a comparison with a different basketball player. Like what? So like this reminds me of this miniature golfer that I once saw, and reminds me a lot of Jokic.
Listen, Jokic. So, just let me. Can I please
make an analogy?
So Jokic, right? Is he gonna be MVP again? Probably, right?
Possibly. Good chance. Yeah.
Good chance. Making a lot of hate.
No, I have a lot to say about that, but continue.
But all I'm saying is like Jokic and Mahomes both win. They both have MVPs.
Oh my God, he got it in there, Sacker.
They both have.
Not surprised.
But here's the thing, man. Like Jokic is a different cat, man. Like he really is. Like I like his. He's what?
Better than Mahomes. It's obvious. He's better at a sport than Mahomes is.
Yeah, let's take the best.
People getting triple doubles in football. That's because he didn't get. In football terms, did he get a triple double in the Super Bowl? I'll say no.
Oh,
he had like
call MVPs and championships.
Oh please, the bum. He was by default. They should have gave it to. They should have gave the Super Bowl. They should have gave the Super Bowl MVP to freaking Jalen, bud. Even though they lost, they should have gave it to him.
Oh, I love the hate. I just hear the hate from like that's
all that.
All right. Nuggets. Back to Nuggets.
The Nuggets are amazing. They're doing really well. There is a problem though, right? Like I think that it bums me. Yes, that bums me.
It's a huge problem.
The Suns were already good. The Suns were already really good.
Huge problem.
So if he's able to step in and
I hate it.
Yeah.
Let me see it. Let me see.
Dude, he just scored 24. He just scored 24.
I just need to see it. I just need to see it long term before I jump straight. That's all.
No, I agree with you 100%. Look, I'm on board with you there, Sacker, but you can't tell me it's not scary.
It is scary.
I hate
it's scary.
I hate that. I hate the Kyrie to the Dallas. I'm not as worried about that one. That's not even working out right now. But I just hate those. What I'm saying, though, is I hate those things where they're at the end because we were dominating the West, which we still are, by the way. But then, you know what I mean? It's looking great. I'm starting to be like, I could see, you know what I mean, us going to the first round, second round, and I'm looking my way through, different scenarios. And then they trade these primetime players to different teams in my damn division, you know what I mean, at a conference, and I'm just like, are you kidding me right now? Like, dude, this is our year, and I still think it is, but don't make it that much harder, bro. Don't make it that much harder, and that's what they're doing. You don't put KD, arguably top 5 player in the league, on the Phoenix Suns, who just did the Suns and 4 on you, you know what I mean, and it whooped you, pimp slapped you into the playoffs, not too long ago. Like, dude, do not. They already got a dangerous team. You got Booker, you got Paul, you got Ayton, and they're deep too. And you got stupid Craig. You got all those bums that you don't want to see in a 7-game series. So I'm disgusted.
They're a solid team. I'm not ready to just hand it over to the Suns.
Oh hell no! I didn't say that. No way.
Here's what I'll say. Like, and you guys, I have to call you guys out on this because it was pretty.
Be a lie then.
It wasn't a lie. We were talking about the Nuggets playing the Celtics, and you guys are like, "Oh, I don't know, Celtics are good. I'm scared."
Okay, okay. Yeah,
That was one game.
You guys were there. You guys were definitely there. You're like, "Oh, the Celtics." I'm like, "No, man. We're gonna win. Like, just believe in it."
okay, and they did,
and it did.
and they did.
That's
They showed a lot to me in that game. To be quite honest,
and this is what I'm saying. The Nuggets they have it. They have it in them to go far in the playoffs. They can do it. Like, it's that I've seen it. I've seen it in them, and that's why I wasn't afraid to be like, yeah, Celtics, whatever, man. They're good, sure. But we got the Nuggets, man. We got the MVP. We've got solid players. We've got a good coach. We've got, there's a lot there that it's there to succeed. And it's time to believe, man. It's time to believe in going not just 1-2 rounds. Like, it sucks because the Nuggets have never done it, but I think with this team, they're ready, man. They're ready to make that. And even if they lose, finals or
let's not put that out there.
But they're ready, man. I think they're ready this year, next year. I think
this year, buddy. This year, my friend. We are looking sick this year. We are complete right now. And plus the 2 pickups we made, which I have to say, oh man, I got a lot to say about this Nuggets team.
I feel like this is the Nuggets nation. People are going to hate on this team. It's just the way it is. This team hasn't done, unfortunately, this team has not done much in its franchise. So people are doubting this team just because of that. In the NBA, it's a show and prove league. You got to show it. No matter what, you got to show it before you gain your quote unquote respect. So I just hope Nuggets fans aren't really enjoying this season because they're too busy worrying about what other people think and the lack of respect they may or may not have. Enjoy this team because it's watching the Nuggets right now. It's so much fun. Oh, and they are no matter what people say, and a lot of people who are talking about Nuggets haven't watched the Nuggets game. So, I mean, that's neither here or there.
Well, that's the big thing is people are hating, and Jokic, man, it's crazy how much hate that dude gets for being just a superstar, being the best there is,
because it's unorthodox. He's not the most athletic guy in the world. So
I mean, yeah, he's not.
Yeah, and that's why. And I think it's bullshit to me. I think the comments are bullshit to me.
Well, let's even go
because again, they don't watch this team. I'm telling. A lot of the people who don't watch this team don't really know. I mean, we all watch this team. We know how important he is. I mean, every possession, the offense runs through this guy. So, and people who are commenting on it don't see that. So,
I think
uneducated.
All I'm saying is that, there are a lot of uneducated NBA analysts out there. Just all what it is. They watch 5 teams per year and think that's the NBA, and it pisses me off. And all I gotta say is just don't harp on. I mean, Nuggets fans, please don't enjoy this team. Yeah, seriously, fuck the haters. They're gonna say what they want to say. Just enjoy this team, and the respect will come when and if they win a championship. That's just what it is.
True.
Which they could still do.
They do. We definitely can. They do. We definitely can.
So that's what it comes down to me. So that was my on the soapbox rant I had to put out there. So it's been on my chest for a minute.
Those are some good points too, and and I will say I love Jokic. He's definitely my favorite, bar none. Obviously biased, but just the way he plays. But you said not the most athletic. I mean, and this is nothing against Jokic, but the guy is 7'1", 7'2"?
7'1", yeah. 7'1",
7'2".
yeah.
And he can barely dunk it, man. I'm like, my guy, bro. I love you to death, Joker. But dude, if you're 7,
but he could still. It doesn't.
I agree. I agree. Oh no, I'm just saying this. I'm just saying this.
Yeah.
Like, because I saw in the All-Star game, this is just busting his balls a little bit, but I still love him. And Joker's Joker. Give me a break. He can take a joke, pun intended. But I saw him in the All-Star game. Did you see Kyrie try to lob him up a couple? He tried to lob him up like two.
Like why? No.
Yeah, two like freaking alley-oops, and Joker like didn't even know what he was doing. Like he looked back like, "What are you doing, bud?" Like he tried to grab it and like pass it back to somebody off of an alley-oop, like an alley-oop pass. But I will tell you this, that you are right. Great point, Sacker. I don't know, like when whatever, some of these pieces end up, dissipating or leaving or whatever of this team right now, we're going to be looking back on this and being like, dang, we had a sweet team at that point, because we have we've been waiting for a superstar like this guy. Jokic is, in my opinion, the best in the league. He's going to go down as one of the best big men ever. Honestly, he will. That's not a stretch to say that right now. We're talking a back-to-back MVP, arguably going on. He's being predicted to, and he might be going for 3 in a row right now. I think he deserves it, but I'm just saying there's a lot of hate going on towards him right now about that, which I know we'll get into. Like Perkins' comments and different people's comments. JJ,
I don't want to even discuss that. That was just, that's just,
not all of it. Just I'm talking about some of his points and then Reddick's points. We don't have to go off the stupid, ignorant comment that he made or whatever. But
before we jump into that, I wanna just mention, we were talking about his athleticism and all of that kind of stuff, and he's not wheel mill dunk. He's not doing crazy stuff like that, but Joker, like people forget, like dude was overweight. Like he was a flabby dude. Like he lost a ton of weight. Like dude transformed his body.
He did
to become an MVP. Like you guys, I mean, I know because you watch him. Like before he became an MVP, he was like a flabby dude. Like he was still good, but like you knew that there was more. And he ran it. Like he's like, you know what? I'm gonna lose weight. I'm gonna become the best version of me that I can be. And
he owns it.
Yeah,
he owns it, and he owns it. He takes it to the bank. You know what I mean? And I think that's why he's named Joker. Like he takes it to the chin. He doesn't even care. Even these comments that he's been, you know what I mean? He said something like, "Yeah, I'm padding my stats because I have to pad my stats." He's getting sarcastic with it. You know what I mean? Because he knows, and. He knows he's not padding his stats.
Give me a fucking.
Yeah, I mean, it's just ridiculous. But what do you want to get into, Bob, as far as specifically about these guys? Because we got a lot to say about them. What do you want to say?
My big thing is I just hope once the playoffs come around that they're able to, I think the next step for them is the finals. Like I think that if they don't reach the finals, it's a disappointment. Like
we're talking NBA finals, right?
Absolutely.
NBA finals. Yeah. Now NBA finals. Yep.
Finals.
I think it's NBA finals or not bust, but it's NBA finals. That's where we're expected to get.
I think so.
Have to get with having arguably the best player in the league on your team for now going on the 3rd season in a row, and the surrounding pieces that we have, which
that's the key. Yeah, exactly.
I kind of want to get into that.
It feels like the Avs. It feels a lot like Avs because we were having that same conversation. We're like, they're good at they have the pieces. They're good enough.
Yep.
They don't go to the finals. It's a failure, and then they won the Stanley Cup.
Yep, that's truth. I mean, and the pieces are just there right now, and we'll get into it a little bit more about this point, later as far as this. But Joker is it a coincidence that Joker's surrounding cast right now are all having pretty much their best seasons right now? We're talking KCP statistically is having his best season right now. Aaron Gordon is having his best season right now, which is, you know what I mean? That's saying a lot because he used to play high level for a few years for a lot of years over there in Orlando. There were a couple off years he had, but he's playing his best ball right now with best numbers. MPJ, oh my God, that guy is balling out of control. He's actually playing defense now. He's playing defense, not all the time, not consistently, but I'm saying more than I've seen him do in a long time. He's getting rebounds. He's shooting it from not just behind the arc. He's actually dribbling in a little bit, shooting it. He's getting some dunks in there too. I love seeing him a little bit more physical in the paint. Oh man, he's looking good. You got Jamal coming back, balling out. Like just the other game, he had 30 some odd points. Like, everybody around Joker is, you know what I mean, having their best years in whatever, arguably, or not even arguably, statistically. So what does that mean? That means Joker is not only averaging a triple-double right now, which is insane.
Wow.
You know what I mean? Insane. But he's making everybody else double. Yes, 100 triple-double. Give me a break already at his young age. But he's making everybody else better. That's shows you he's the best player in the league, in my opinion, and the MVP. Look at that, and the fact that we're number 1 in the West right there. That tells you, you know, I don't know what else you need to know, but I will tell you a couple of points. I am so thankful that we got KCP. I think KCP was a piece that we needed. He's not. I think he's a
well. You know why, especially for you.
Yeah, because it was somebody's replacement.
Yes, exactly. Exactly.
It's a very valid point. Take a listen. Again. Glad you brought that up. Willie Stout. Willie Stout.
Bring that up. Yep.
I think he's currently a free agent right now.
Yes, he is. Yeah.
See, thank you, everybody. Thank you. Everybody needs it.
People wanted to say Will Barton. Oh my.
He's gonna be the next Delonte West. Will Barton's gonna be next to Will Barton and Delonte are gonna be hanging out. They're gonna be like.
People were saying Will Barton was a major piece on this team last year. That's how ludicrous some people are right. I just had to put that out.
So I wanna what Sacker just said. I wanna comment on that. I think the big thing with that is that Jamal Murray wasn't healthy. He wasn't playing.
Clearly.
We didn't have the players that were. We didn't have the two guys outside of Jokic that were, you know, and we didn't have the shooters. We didn't have the players that were going to make a difference and actually, you know, do things that they're doing this year. And so it sucked because we were like, oh man, we gotta rely on Will Barton, like Will the Thrill. Like it was tragic. And now and now he's gone, and thank the Lord, and you know, praise Jesus, and we don't.
See, do you hear, Bob? Like, he finally knows the pain and agony that I went through.
Oh man, no, I knew he wasn't anything.
No, you were always one of those voices of reason. You're like, come on, Tyler. Like,
no, man,
the worst player in the world.
No,
he's like, there's a tree stump over there that's worse than him, and I was like, oh, okay.
No, I said Will Barton was like if I was an NBA player trying to make things happen, which. Again, like a guy who has no skill shooting the ball, but I'm gonna try to shoot it anyway. Like that's how I would compare Will Barton. Like he at least, you know, was willing to take a shot. Like unfortunately, the Nuggets
willing to take too many shots. That's what the problem was, and he didn't make enough.
But that was the problem. We didn't
make enough of them. I've never seen somebody miss so many layups and inside the paint shots and then not get fouled, and like it was just ridiculous. And then he'd take the game-winning shots sometimes. I was like, dude, are you even understanding that you're Will Barton? I didn't even know if he knew he was Will Barton at that point, and I don't even know, you know what I mean? If he knew he was Will Barton, he'd have been like, dude, there's no way I need to take this shot. I'm lucky I'm in the league. I need to pass this to Jokic and call it a day, but that didn't happen. But anyways,
we didn't have Michael Porter Jr. We didn't have Jamal Murray,
and now he's healthy. And that's another thing. But I wanted to give a shout out to KCP. Such an amazing signing. I think he's an amazing. He facilitates very good. He's great on defense. Such an awesome defender. And then his three ball is off the chain. And plus he's very consistent on the layups too. Like, so I love it. Love him facilitating. Like you said, Bob, good point. MPJ. God, what a mismatch for other teams to have to play against him when he's on it, which he has been. If he gets a little bit more confidence, if he gets like a KD type confidence, like a superstar type confidence, you better watch out because that dude's already shooting lights out from beyond the three. Like he'll take those shots, he'll just stop and pop it. He's looking really good, and if his defending keeps getting better, and then he keeps, like I said, he gets a little bit more confident and shows what he can do. That dude is dangerous. He's gonna be he's gonna be very tough.
There's only one. There's one guy, like thinking about last year, thinking about free agency, thinking about like, you know, trading players and everything. there is one guy that I think about him all the time because like in the NBA, there's players that you respect, there's players that you love, and there's players that you wish you never have to play against. There's one dude that I'm just like, God, I don't want to see him. I hate seeing him because he's just that good. Damian Lillard, man. Like Damian Lillard, that dude, man. He is a dog of dogs, man. Like that dude. Like whenever I see him play, like and he just put up 70 points, right? Like
71.
Yeah, man. Like that dude, and he's shooting threes from like there's the line, like 10 feet back.
Yeah.
Like, no worries. Like it's all good.
Well, he's a bad man. He's a bad man.
He's a very bad, very, very like if we had that dude, man, like I honestly, I know we like Michael Porter Jr., but man, if we could trade Michael Porter Jr. for Dame, man, I would do it in a heartbeat. Like
that's the problem. Therein lies the problem. Is
they played
on Dame's level,
and they played two different positions too.
Yeah, and he's not on Dame's level. But if it was probably like 2 years into the future when Dame was getting a little bit older, they would entertain it, and because that would put 2 years on Porter too, which who knows what he's gonna be like in 2 years. And the thing is, though, Dame is ridiculous. You take that trade all day long because and Dame and freaking Jokic on a team along with Jamal and Aaron Gordon and whoever else. I mean, do you need anybody else? Give me a break.
Dude, I gotta give Aaron Gordon some props too, man. Like I've only been to one Nuggets game this year, and the game I went to, he had that tomahawk. He had those dunks where he's just hurting people. And oh man,
posterizing him.
Man, that was what I was hoping for when he came, and he wasn't like that at first.
No, he wasn't.
No,
not until this year. Honestly, this is the year he turned on. That's what I mean. And you know what it is though, is because last year we didn't have those other pieces. You alluded to that with the injuries. Like he didn't have. He kind of had to. If you notice from last year to this year, he was like kind of forcing more shots up last year. He was shooting a lot more threes. He was like, you know what I mean? He wasn't, but then also he wasn't being like as dominant down low because there wasn't anybody to facilitate it besides Jokic. And you can't do just that. Jokic can do the 2-man game with anything, but with anybody. But the thing is it's more effective when you have Jamal and Jokic, and then you can go ahead and get it to Gordon or everybody else. And then that's when Gordon puts up the highlight. When you're able to put 1 to 2, 3 passes in there.
Do you think it was that, or do you?
Yeah, I agree. I think it was. Because he
something with Gordon,
because he had to play essentially MPJ's position on the wing, and that's not really his game, right? Because he can't really stretch the floor with the 3-point shot. So that I think having MPJ helped Aaron Gordon more so than anybody else. Of course, Jokic could kick it out to him for the 3, but yeah, I think Aaron Gordon's playing essentially his true position.
So who do you guys want to see first
in the playoffs?
Damn, I don't care.
I will tell you I'll tell you this, like who I really don't want to see. I don't want to see like a Golden State that squeaks in and we have to play them first. Like I don't want to see that. I think we'll beat them, but I don't want to see that. You know what I mean? Because if you have a healthy Golden State team, like that's a great team right there, dude. I'm sorry, Steph's
bro. Right now, if the season ended today, you know who Golden State would play?
Us?
Phoenix.
Oh, Phoenix? Mm-hmm. I'd be okay with that. That would be a heck of a series. And then that would get rid of one of those two. That'd be amazing. I would like that.
And that's for me, I would love that too, because that I hate to bring it back to football, but just for a second.
No, you don't.
No, you don't. Oh my God.
Just for a second. I was glad that the Chiefs didn't have to play the Bills and
the Broncos.
The Bengals.
Oh, the Bengals. Okay.
But yeah, it's the same thing. Like you don't want to have to play those. But honestly, like the Nuggets, dude, man, that's my thing. It's like you're gonna have to beat the Nuggets. I mean,
you have really doesn't matter. It's
as a fan, you want the easiest road.
But it's like that's like You know what I mean?
You're going to eventually have to play these teams. So
yeah, but you don't want that. You don't beats the other. If one beats if the third team,
yeah, I mean, yeah,
the second beats the third.
Yeah, you
can have to face the second and the third best.
Yeah,
so this is my point. This is my point on this: is that you want to kind of get warmed up with some series. You know what I mean? Like to play one of those teams that you know it's going to be a long series. You want to get warmed up against some other teams to where you're hitting on all cylinders. You want to go in there and go flat. Like the Eagles jump to.
What about
jump to different sports like Bob always did?
What about?
Do you remember when the Rockies went in all? Look, real quick, second. You remember when the Rockies went in all heated? We were the best team in the league when we went to this freaking finals
World Series against
the World Series against in Boston. We were the hottest team, bro. And then what was it? We had to wait.
We won out. We won like 7 days in a row.
Yeah, we had to wait like 4 days, and we chilled out. This is my point essentially: is that you kind of want to stay hot, man. You want to be like you want to keep going. You want to get like, but you don't want to. I don't want to play against somebody like that. I want to get warm and then play against somebody a little bit later that you got to worry about big time. I want to go in there and play somebody like, give me, I don't know, who do I want to play? You asked that question. I guess anybody but Phoenix and the Warriors right away. Everybody else I'll take. You know, we match up great against Memphis. I think tomorrow's game we're going to show that. Last game was a fluke. I don't. We already won the first game. Last game they whooped us. I mean, killed us.
They did.
But we weren't even on. Yeah, but come on, man. I think we all know that was a fluke. But give me anybody. But really, I'm like Sacker. I'll take anybody. But if I don't want to see the Warriors or Phoenix, which we won't have to. So we'll go with anybody else really at that point. Give me whoever. Dallas, go ahead. Match us up with Dallas. We'll smoke them.
Oh yeah, Dallas. Yeah, I'm not.
And here's
so spank Dallas
at all.
And here's what I'll say: bring them all on. I don't.
Thank you. I'm with you. I'm with you.
Yep.
I don't care who it is. As long as we stay healthy.
Yeah.
I'm not worried. Like.
Yep.
I'm with you.
This is that team, man.
I agree.
Just like the Avalanche.
You're gonna have to play them anyway.
Yep.
Just bring them on. It does not matter.
You guys don't even care. Wherever we get, you're like, let's do it.
That's how good I feel this team is. It does.
I like it. I like that confidence.
Yeah, that's the most confidence I've had in any Nuggets team ever.
Yep.
Well, it would have been a lot more boring if I would have just been like you guys and been like, who cares? Bring it up, bring everybody on. I have to bring another side of the argument over here. You're on the same
side. Man, I get it. Like,
I get it.
You're valid, man. Like, honestly, Tyler, you know, the Nuggets have not won a championship ever.
And
like they don't have that pedigree. They don't have that, you know, they don't have it. So
no.
It's tough. You're extremely valid in the way you feel. Like, and you know, me and Sacker both feel that way too, for sure. Like there are teams that are like, oh man, we don't want to play them. They're really, really good. But man, like something's different. Something's different this year. It's just like the Avs last year. And you know, it's just one of those times that you know, obviously you're gonna ride with them. You're gonna ride with them. You're gonna believe in them, and you're gonna hope. And, you know, you obviously, as a fan, you want them to win, and you want the easiest path possible to get there.
Exactly.
But you know what? Also, champions don't give a shit. The players, they thrive on that. They
want
yeah. Like they
Michael Jordan cared about who he saw in front of him. Heck no.
No, man. They want to play the hardest teams that they can. They want to play the team that beat them the year before. They want that revenge. They want that. They want that so that they can prove that, no, this isn't a fluke. We're going to beat them. Not only we're going to beat them, we're going to go a step further and then another step and then win the whole damn thing.
Right. Sure.
The Nuggets.
I'm ready for it.
Yeah.
I'm ready for it too. And I'm excited
for it, man.
Yeah, man. Let's get it.
What you think? What's your thoughts? Dive into it a little bit on this. I'll ask you first, Sacker, on the MVP. All the hate that's going towards Jokic about this.
It's exhausting.
Whether he deserves it or not.
No, he doesn't. It's exhausting. It's just
Jokic doesn't deserve. No, I mean whether he deserves the MVP or not.
He deserves the MVP. It's exhausting. It's basically MVP fatigue for a lot of these people. They're tired of seeing him win it tired of seeing him possibly winning it for a third time. That's all it is. So they'll bring any and every excuse to say he doesn't deserve it, which is BS in my opinion. So it's just
100%.
exhausting. It's so exhausting. I honestly, I'm so tired of it. At this
So here's my thing. I kind of understand why people are just like, he won 2 years, like he can't give him a third year. It's not. They're not looking at it from Jokic's perspective and what he's done. It's unfair, but they're looking at the team and what they've done. Like that's the thing. If Jokic would have won last year and then he's doing what he's doing, then yeah, it's mail it in. He's got the third MVP, but the problem is they haven't won the championship, and that's the big thing, man. Like greatness is defined by championships, unfortunately, in a team sport, right? And that's kind of unfortunate for Jokic in this third year, is that if he doesn't win, like obviously, is it like kind of like NFL where they vote on it before the playoffs?
It's a regular season award.
Yeah.
So the regular season award, they have the NBA Finals MVP. That's separate, but this is a regular season award.
Yeah.
Which, for some reason, in this sport, not in the NFL or NHL or in baseball, this sport seems NBA. It seems to mix those up for some.
Yeah, they do. That's a problem.
That's a huge problem, and it shouldn't be that way because it's not a regular season award.
But again, that goes back to the fact that we talked about at the very beginning, is that nobody respects the Nuggets. Fair.
Yep.
Fair enough, man. Like it sucks. It sucks being a Nuggets fan, knowing that, yeah, people watching them, they're fucking great. But also the history and, they just don't have that degree. They don't have that winning culture. They don't have the rings, man, or whatever.
The Rodney Dangerfield of the NBA. They get no respect.
That's it, because they haven't done any winning.
Yeah,
and until
that's the thing, though. But I disagree with.
No, I'm just saying that's the way it is.
No, I agree.
Even though
I'm
disagree,
I'm not disagreeing with that. I'm disagreeing with something else.
Yeah, that's just the way it is. And until they win, this is how it's going to be. So
I'm not disagreeing in that aspect. I get that. What I'm disagreeing with, though, is that they're saying because, you know what I mean, he hasn't won the championship. What about the NFL? Like, you give it to Aaron Rodgers and the bum barely does anything in the playoffs.
Different sport.
One thing. Yeah, I know it's a different sport, but how can you judge an award that's the exact same award, but it's for your sport differently? It doesn't make sense to me because it's the same sport. Like, that doesn't make sense to me. So you got to go with the most valuable player in the NBA. Right now, that would be Nikola Jokic because he makes the rest of his team better. He's averaging a triple-double, and they're first in the West and are going against, still up for grabs for the best record in the whole NBA. And he is head over heels, you know what I mean? Like, numbers-wise, he's doing insane things that nobody else has seen. He's breaking records at his young age that nobody else ever thought would happen this early or even ever. It makes no sense at all. He deserves it.
I ask you guys a question. I don't know the numbers, but like I know with NFL, it's been a long time since the MVP of the year has also won, the Super Bowl. How is that for the NBA? Has the NBA I don't know the numbers on that.
It's about the same, I think.
Is it? So it doesn't happen very often.
It doesn't happen very often. No. In fact, it does not happen. It does not happen very often. Actually, it really doesn't.
Okay. You have to look it up, but
I think the last one, I'd have to look it up, but it rarely happens.
So if Jokic were to win this, like NBA MVP, and then win the the whole thing, it would be something special.
Oh, it would be, and it's definitely doable. You know what I mean? If they do what's right, you know what I mean, which is vote the way it should be. What we just discussed, like,
I'm just sorry to interrupt, but I think the last person who did it,
was that Bird?
no, I think it was Shaq in 2001.
Yeah,
Oh, I was going way back before
I
that.
think that was the last one.
that's still
I'd have to
20.
look.
That's 20 years, man.
Yeah, I'd have to look. And maybe someone earlier. I'll keep looking, but
doesn't seem like that long ago.
Records are made to be broken, right? Like that's the thing, right?
all right, now you guys could go ahead and
yeah, but personally, I don't know. I think you guys agree. He's in my opinion, he deserves it. I mean, anybody averaging a triple-double and impacting his team, the league, you know what I mean? Like freaking everything the way he does it. And he does it effortlessly, man. It's a beautiful thing to watch. It's to see his passes, and then like his passes are just ridiculous. The no looks, like I've never seen a big man pass like that. I've never seen a big man shoot the way he does. He does some weird old shots sometimes where he'll just, I mean, what is that? The Euro step. He'll Euro step in and then do like, what the other day I think he juked Plumlee out of his shoes. Man, he like did.
I was wrong.
Like,
I was wrong.
oh, you're wrong.
Yeah, LeBron James did it in 2013. Yeah, he was the last one.
Still 2013, man. That's 10 years ago.
Yeah.
That's still few and far between. You know what I mean?
Doesn't happen very often, yeah.
But for me, I think I've never seen somebody's game like his game. Like he reminds me a lot of a like a Dirk Nowitzki type player, but like he's to a different extent. Like like he could be even above Dirk in my opinion. Just the way that he passes and how he does it so effortlessly. Like everything is just. It's just ridiculous how it just goes together. It's like poetry in motion when he's half the stuff he's doing out there.
Huge fan, and I was a big fan of Dirk too, man. Like that dude was amazing. Like I was astonished that he didn't win more than one MVP. You know,
probably deserved more than one, honestly.
Yeah, but again, he was facing LeBron in his prime, kind of thing. You know,
Kobe as well.
Kobe too.
Kobe monster,
dude. And I'm tired of it, man. I'm tired of the talk of LeBron's better than Jordan. LeBron's better than Kobe. Nah, man. Kobe in his prime was amazing. Jordan in his prime was amazing. LeBron in his prime was also amazing. But like different eras, different times. Stop comparing them, man.
Please.
Jokic in his prime, like
we know it's Jordan above all anyway.
It is. And Jokic, like, yeah, man, like, just stop comparing them. Just
that's how I feel. It's too like stop comparing them. Like
don't compare them. Consider Jordan above all, but then don't compare anybody else. You know what I'm saying? That's the way it should be.
Different eras have different challenges and different. They judge the game differently too. It's just stop it. Like, just enjoy the sport and stop comparing. Just enjoy it, man. Like
it goes back to my enjoy it. Yeah, just enjoy it. Like I think getting in these debates, we end up not enjoying the sport that we actually love to watch, and that's not how it's.
Whether it's basketball, hockey, or football, like Elway in his prime, like enjoy that shit.
Yeah,
like
honestly,
who cares? Like Mahomes in his time, enjoy that shit. Peyton Manning in his time, enjoy that shit. Right? Like don't diminish their accomplishments by trying to compare them in different eras. Like just enjoy it and have a good time, man. Like stop fucking trying to hate on each other because this guy's better than this guy, blah 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 blah. Who cares, man? Like, it's not about that. It's about greatness and just enjoying it, generate all the creation. Yeah. Let's just try to enjoy it. That's what I love about sports is that it's not just 20 years ago the game is this good. No, man. Like every generation there's somebody that steps up and just owns it, and it's like, man, you got to give that respect and you got to enjoy it and stop hating. Just fucking try to enjoy it. And hopefully.
Well, there's just not that. There's
Okay.
some people that aren't as into it. You know what I mean? There's some people that aren't as into it as like
Sure.
us. You know what I mean? Or other people that they're just into it as a casual. You know what I mean? So there's different levels of fan and how emotional and invested they are. So
True.
that's what the problem is with that. You know.
True.
So yeah, we got people. You got dieharders. You got people like us that are just invest a lot of their time into sports and things like that, like to do a podcast like us that, you know, gets the amazing, you know, like 8 views or whatever it gets. We just do it for fun, you know what I'm saying? We do it for fun, my guys.
Getting up there in that 60, 70 range. And
Yeah, you know, all right. Well, it doesn't count when Bob has his whole family.
I know. Seriously. Seriously. And then how many times do you watch it?
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, check. Like that.
Come on, man.
So we need a quick prediction then at this point. Obviously it's far away, but who do you see? You see that you said Nuggets going all the way. Who are they going to be going against in the East?
Celtics.
Celtics? You got the same Sacker? I think you'd probably only be kind of like tossing around a couple teams, you would think. South
Milwaukee or Boston?
76ers.
Boston.
Oh,
Milwaukee or
Or-
Boston.
There you go.
Those are the two best
I'd
teams.
say
in the
3
East.
teams. I think Philly could step it up to like
Hey, man,
be played.
you don't want Philly to lose 4.
No, I'm not sure Philly's getting there. I'm just saying that
No, man, you don't want the Philly to lose soccer.
no, you give me the fans will riot. Their fans will kick all the teams. They will trade all their teams.
They'll yeah, they'll start. Yeah, that city will burn down if that happens.
That's what I'm saying. Philly will not have that, but I agree with you.
I think it's Milwaukee. I think Milwaukee's coming out of the East.
I think so too. Honestly, I think no. You know what, man? I'm gonna say Boston, man. I'm gonna say Boston. I think Tatum and Brown, when they're clicking, like it's hard to beat them too. Tatum is a monster.
Yeah.
He's such a.
So is Giannis.
Oh, I agree. Giannis is a beast, but I think Giannis can be contained more than Tatum can in a different way. Like, I think when Tatum, like he did, I know it was just the All-Star game, but did you see him, like, just hitting from every single...
Yeah, it's the All-Star game, so...
Oh, I know. But I'm saying, look at the games he plays.
Yeah, he's good. Yeah, I don't doubt that for a second.
That's how the dude hits the clutchest shots, dude, and he keeps his team in it, like, no matter what. So I don't know. I'm gonna go Boston, but I think you going Milwaukee is not a bad choice.
And that's subject to change. That's subject to change. So
gotta see how the Greek freak does with his hand right now, because he's still laboring.
He's back. Yeah,
he's back. But I'm just saying he wasn't. I just saw him play and I bet on him, and trust me, I wasn't that impressed.
Well, he got 25 plus points. So
no, give me a break. But that dude could do that with one hand.
Exactly. And that was in his first game back. So yeah.
True. You were right.
All right, guys.
See what happens.